Welcome to Heartland Independent Living Center. Heartland is one of 21 independent living centers in the state of Missouri that empowers people of all ages and all abilities navigating the challenges of everyday life. Our goal is to help people live independently in their homes through a range of different services, including in-home care, assistive equipment, advocacy, peer support, independent skills training, or referrals to other agencies who can help in additional ways.
Hi, I'm Denny Huff. I am a totally blind person. I lost my sight in a work-related accident in 1974. I am not only a consumer of Heartland Independent Living Center, but I'm also on the board as vice president. I used to think that Heartland was an independent living center that you went and lived there like an assisted living center, but that's so far from the truth. Actually, Heartland is here to assist you to stay in your own home and live independently. Being in your own home gives you comfort, and it just gives you security, and it's just no other place like home, as they say. I think because of CDS, Consumer Directed Services, that it opens up the door for me to enjoy my kids more, and for them to feel free to come and visit me without the burden of trying to take care of things that needed to be taken care of around the house. And if I didn't have that service, I wouldn't be very long for being in a nursing home probably, or assisted living center. Heartland, all the staff, and there's not an exception among them, are just so super friendly and caring, and really do care about the consumer or the client.
Independent living centers give people a choice on how they want to be independent and the type of life that they want to live. If it weren't for independent living centers, those choices might not be available to everybody that's navigating those challenges.
So my dad grew up in Washington, outside of it in Clover Bottom. He lived on the farm till he was 30 years old when he got a job. He'd met my mom working at a factory in Washington. They got together and they had me, and he kind of was into drugs at that time, and my mom said, no, we're not going to have a baby in this kind of relationship or family, and she left with me. I did get to see my dad. He had visitation, so I got to see him about every other weekend, and we would always have fun together. So I always looked forward to going to see my dad. So it was pretty devastating when he had to leave, because I enjoyed going to the farm. It was hard on him, it was hard on me.
'94, whenever I left. '94, I was homeless until 2015, 21 years.
We had always wrote handwritten letters back and forth, and that's how I would know he was still kicking.
I finally got a letter from my oldest granddaughter. Says, "Dear Grandpa, says, don't you love us? We love you. Why don't you come back and see us?" And that was my sign for me to get me a ticket somehow or another back here in Missouri. So yeah, I got back here in 2015.
When he left, he was my everything. And when he came back, he was a broken individual that needed a lot of help and assistance that, as a kid you don't see. But he needed it.
I talked to a psychiatrist, and he ran some tests on me. He says, you got dementia.
And that was heartbreaking, and it was hard for me. He lived with us for probably about 6 months to a year. We found a Section 8 housing here in our town. It was actually not even a quarter of a mile from our house where he was living. So we got him in there, and he had his own place the first time in his life.
That's the first time I had a roof over my head, 21 years. I can't explain it. I mean, it's like heaven on earth for me now, yeah.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
How was your week?
Don't want to give mister.
Why, hi, mister.
Wendy is from Heartland. She comes in and whatever need to be done, she'll start cleaning, wipe everything down, and does my laundry.
Hi, I'm Wendy. I've worked for Heartland for 8 years. I work in the in-home side as a caregiver. My favorite part is like when I go to a client's house, for instance, knowing that sometimes I'm the only person that they see weekly or have a conversation with. It warms my heart knowing that I am there for them.
Having Wendy in his home makes him feel empowered to live independently. It makes him feel empowered to be a capable adult living in his own home.
If I wasn't there, he wouldn't be able to stay home by himself. Yeah, he does have family, but you know, they have a life too. And if it wasn't for us, they probably couldn't work.
I couldn't do without her now, yeah.
Having Wendy allows me time to do the fun stuff with my dad, like go mushroom hunting or go fishing, and I don't have to spend my available time that I might have cleaning his house, cooking for him, making sure there's, you know, not moldy food in the refrigerator. Just those things that Heartland does for him that gives me the chance to actually just have the fun relationship with my dad that I need and want.
Him and I have this little joke where he calls me his professional. So one day when I was there, I just got there and his curtains were all on the floor. He's like, my curtain rod fell. Do you know how to put a curtain rod up? I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a professional about putting a curtain rod up. So ever since then, every little thing, like he will need help doing something, he's like, professional, do you know how to do this? You know, so him and I had this little joke of I'm his professional, which is really cute. When my time ends for the day, you know, he walks me to the door. He's like, I thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you do. I couldn't live without you.
All right, I'll see you next week. All right. All right. All right, behave yourself.
It just melts my heart. It really does.
If there's any assistance that you need, Heartland is there for you. They will help out any way they can. That means the world to me, yeah. After having nothing at all, not a penny in my pocket to have what I have now, I thank my blessings. Yeah.
At Heartland, we're here to help, and we want to be a resource to our communities. Not just because we work here, but we live here too. We raise families here, and it matters to us. So whether it's a short-term or a long-term challenge that you or a family member is facing, we're here to help, and that's exactly what we want to do.